Day 5. Go ahead. Hey, it's great.
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, brother. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you. We are live, guys. I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Revenue GS.
Sam, Mr. Blister.
And today we've got a series finale. We've got Jupiter's Legacy, episodes 7 and 8 review combined. And if you want to be combined with the Cyber Nerds, subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up, share the video, all of that stuff. Now, look, before we dive into what happens in the episode, I just don't understand how so many of you hate this show. Yes, I understand there's not the highest budget when it comes to the superhero action, punching and kicking. But the themes, the narratives, the mental war that's going on, I think is so high level. It's crazy to me that you lot got the show cancelled. And I'm blaming you, man. And maybe, you know what, I might even blame Netflix as well. Because Netflix, yeah, maybe if you drop this week to week, yeah, it might have been different. People might have had an episode will happen, and then the discussion during the week may be like, some people might then be like, oh, I took it like this. But instead, when you drop 8 episodes, yeah, someone just watches it, and let's say they've got dumb eyes, yeah, and a dumb brain and no intelligence, yeah, their mind just computes all of it, and by episode 3, they probably stop watching the show.
1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%.
There's no time for them to confer with someone, do this. It's just down to them and the person they're watching it with, if they're watching it with someone. If the person they're watching it with, let's say that person isn't dumb, but just doesn't explain it in a way that they can understand, you're finished also. So Netflix, I blame you. Audience, I also blame you. But listen, now that we've watched it all, please jump in the comment section and just break down why you hate this show, if you hate it. And if you enjoy it, can you also put down why you enjoy it? Now, I'm done. Guys.
80 years of superhero recycled, same thing being recycled and shoved down people's throats. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the way I see this. Do you know what I mean? Because you just mentioned people not being able to get past 3 episodes, right? Because you haven't been trained when it comes to being fed superhero stuff. You've been given the same meal over and over and over again. So when someone gives you a new dish, you just even the smell, you can't even. Do you know what I'm saying? You're running out the door. Do you know what I mean?
This is unknowingly pepper.
So, and this is where we are right now. And this is what, and even better, these show challenges that exactly. So you can't even grasp that. You can't even understand that. And that's why you hate it, because you don't understand it.
Do you know what this reminds me of? You know when Watchmen originally came out, everyone hated it. But that thing is one of the best superhero movies ever.
Bruv, I'm putting down top 5.
Bruv, there's that, obviously. See, I didn't want to go Man of Steel next because now it's Zack Snyder and Zack Snyder. So some people are going to be like, no, that's just Zack Snyder. Nah, bruv, but Man of Steel, when you start challenging the status quo with the superhero stuff, you man start getting upset. And they're doing it in this show as well. So I understand why you man are hating it, fam. There's other shows as well that are not coming to the top of my head, but during the review, I'm sure they will. And I'm just going to randomly scream them out.
Star Wars.
Scream them out.
Star Wars was one of them. Shut up.
Was Star Wars one of them?
Bruv, so many people who like episode 4, 5, and 6 couldn't take. They could, when episode 1 came out, 2 came out, they couldn't even grasp, they couldn't even be in the same room if you like those episodes. But as soon as you got getting slapped up with Clone Wars, because that's been bridged, okay, now.
I understand.
Okay,
I understand.
Because we have to be spoon-fed. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro.
Man is on point here with this, fam. Man is on point here, bruv. Yeah. Like 100%, innit? 100%. So have you got more to add on this just whole general topic?
Nah.
Alright, so Sam, what do you think of the episodes we watched, bro?
For me, I don't know people's personal problems because the world right now is on fire. Everyone's all over the gas.
Alright, disclaimer, the views of Mr. Blitztech are all his own. I said the world's on fire, bro.
I just love that these days, Sam is the one gave the disclaimers. Like, you know what I mean? So like,
bro, 2021, Mr. Blitztech's different, bro. Oi, go on.
But yeah, I do feel like if you got a short attention span, this show ain't for you. Like it is a slow burner.
Someone just got called a clownfish without being called a clown.
It is a slow burner.
Hey Nemo, that's Pete.
And then the show doesn't help itself with that because there are certain scenes where you're like, this couldn't have been cut out. Why are you doing this? But it does add up eventually.
In the end,
you do see all the calculations. Even now, I feel like going back and rewatching some scenes and be like, oh crap, that was there from the get-go. And then fit out something else. Like, the storytelling and everything is, the character, everything is, for me, is sick. But I just feel like it was more slow than people might think from a superhero, like, kind of genre.
They just expected the punches and
Yeah,
the
like, very
superhero
quick.
stuff.
Like, everything fed onto you on screen. Like, nothing to really think about. But it does challenge, like you guys were saying, a lot of stuff. Like, heroes, villains, the way these guys think about things, code.
The family dynamic in the whole superhero
friends,
thing,
The
bro.
time's
Everything.
changing.
Yeah, they constantly keep saying that. Time's changing, time's changing. And like I said, the world is on fire, bro. We're in a new, different place with people, ideologies, everything like that. And then that's why I feel like some people were like, this ain't for me. I can't change myself, so I ain't telling no show to change me, you know. Bro, it's mad. It's mad. So for me, I like the way, the direction it went. Like, it was slow. I ain't gonna lie. Like, even for me, it was a very slow show. But when it hit certain places,
It makes up for it.
Yeah, it kept me stuck in. And until the end, everything added up. And now we're not getting any more. I feel like punching someone.
Amazon!
Do you know what I love about this year? Do you know what I love about a show or a movie? When you know where it's gonna go, yeah? But when that same thing still happens, you don't feel like, oh, I knew that. You still feel satisfied.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in the show, bruv. From the first episode, we was like, yo, the brother's on crud.
Yeah.
Bruv, man called it out. But you know when the reveal happens at the end, man's not like, oh, I called it. Like, you are like, oh, we knew. But at the same time, you're like, oh, this is still so satisfying the way you, man, executed it, bruv.
Yes.
And for that, I got respect for you, man. It's not just the whole, oh, it's me. It's the, you're taking us back to scenes we've seen and showing us how man was finessing the whole thing, bruv. Then you're getting deeper into his psyche, bruv, and blaming it on someone else, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? That thing's mad. But then even what's deeper than that for me is that the whole Sky Fox thing. These man painted Sky Fox to be the villain the whole time, bruv. And it's like his son's working to get him back or to make contact with him or find him. And it's like, bruv, for me, that's the next looming thing. Because now we know who the real villain is, yeah? It's like, so Sky Fox is a good guy now.
But was he ever a bad guy, though? Like, even with the way Brainwave, bro. Imagine Brainwave was using man as a thing.
But that's the thing, bro. Because the thing is, yeah, it's mad because they had that scene where the Utopian says, oh, Brainwave can't even get into my mind. Bro, but what if he's been in your mind since the beginning?
Bro!
What if he's twanged your mind to believe he can't get in your mind, but he's been there from day one? You seen how he was moving on the cliff. You got everything. You think he's not jealous of your powers? You being the strongest one, you being at the head of the council. Bro, they said, oh, when he was younger, George exposed, man. And this is probably why he got George out there. Because George says, when you was a youth, you went to go sit in dark rooms. Utopian walks in, man sitting in a dark room in your chair, brother. Are you mad?
Exactly.
Are you mad?
Even before they got powers, yeah, and they finally reached the pinnacle of everything.
Oh, it's not just him and George, it's him and you as well.
So that's what for me, yeah. It was never like they're painting George as the bad guy, but no, it's deeper than that, bro.
But man said Sky Fox was clear of the team from the beginning, bro.
Bro.
The whole thing's mad, bro.
No.
And you, man, and listen, this is what I don't understand about you lot, fam. That you lot don't like this. And then, obviously, you know the rod that Sky Fox's son's got? That's from the Traveller that they just brought on. So I'm thinking that this brother must have went with Sky Fox, bro. And maybe it was a casualty, and then that's the thing that got left to his son. Do you know what I'm saying? Somehow, bro. Like, there's so much, and this is why I'm pissed the show's cancelled, because there's so many threads that are just left
Yeah.
Bro, I need to go read the comic book now. Like, if this follows the comic book accurately, let me just go read that and be satisfied, bro. Because you lot out there, you haters, you done f***ed it up, bro. Sleep that, please.
Oh my god.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, very enjoyable show. The characters, and here's the thing, right? The journey of this series, you got to go through characters, groups, not just one group, more than one group. You've got to go toe to toe with villains at the beginning, right? You got to explore relationships before, during, after powers, the journey to getting the powers, the conflicts, like, it's just so many gems that we got watching this. But then again, you know, human beings, sometimes we don't deserve the good things, innit? So I'm not surprised. And to me, I just hope that Amazon sees this as an opportunity to add to their library. Do you know what I mean? Because I know Amazon, from the track records that we've been getting for the past few years, they're onto this kind of stuff. So Amazon, it's there. Like, this is what, like, Netflix was just like, hey, you man, just take it.
Do you know how sick that would be? Yeah,
and bro,
that'd probably be like the first show to like cross platform,
bruv,
and then like
it has to,
bro. That
it
would
has
be mad.
to for us to have the next season, and the next season wouldn't even just be follow the end of this season.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Go ham.
Do, like, bro, you can even pause it, the end of this season, run it back to when they first got their powers, go through that season when they first get their powers.
They don't exist.
Because one of the interesting things that we got in this episode, when they first sat on the table, and my man's like, we can run the world, we can get rid of bruv, the struggles.
Just do that season.
Do you know what I mean? The struggles that you go through as a team. Like, us as a team, we've gone through our struggles. We understand the conversations that we've had between three of us. Do you know what I mean? Like, just trying to make us better. So imagine them, fully grown men and women, coming into this thing.
Yes, man.
Jeez.
The relationships, like, the Utopian and his wife, they're not even together at the time. How did they get together? And I see one or two guys looking at her, especially the guy with the rod. Oh, yeah, what was you saying? What comes with the boys and thing? Are you trying to play with this toy? Hey, what can make it happen? Do you know what I mean?
The brother as well, bro. He's on everybody.
Like, even, well, what about social justice issues with the black brother at that particular time? Brother, because, bro, everyone's talking about, yo, who are these guys? Oh, we're just glad they're Americans. What about the black guy? Are you happy that he's American too? Or does he get the same treatment?
Yeah, see? That, bro.
Let's go in! Let's go! This is what I love about comics. Do you know what I mean? Because comics, when they were first created, it wasn't just about powers and stuff like that. It's about mixing
social
with thing and also godly, which is why DC's so great at it. Bruv.
Yeah, you man are finished, you know.
Finished.
You man are finished. I'm actually onto the audience for this, bruv, because you man, like, it's mad because, bruv, the other day when episode 4 came out, and I tweeted about, I'm enjoying Jupiter's legs. I got finished, bruv. These man were coming at man different. I was like, raw, something mad must happen in the next 4 episodes. But then then nothing out, it gets better. And now I'm just like, you man, I'm tapped. And you're almost had me tapped, like, thinking there was something wrong with me. Bruv, do you know what, yeah? When you, listen, see, recently, my Twitter has become a place, bruv, where stuff is going on. And I'm just saying, I'm on violence now, yeah? I'm on violence, because you man ain't trying to twist my mind into nothing else, bruv. This show bangs, bruv. Get me? Whether the budget superhero, and that's the thing. I know bare of them are just like, there was no superhero fight, there was not enough. Shut up, bro. It's deeper than that, bro.
Get to the last episode.
Bro, it's the Walking Dead thing, where it's like, people watch The Walking Dead, and then be like, oh, I don't watch stuff with zombies, and be like, bruv, The Walking Dead's not about zombies.
Exactly.
It's about the relationships and what goes on in the thing, but zombies are in it.
Yeah,
the exact same as this show, bruv. This show is about the family dynamic, bruv. Issues, this, that, bruv. Not the superhero thing, fam. But the superhero things involved. I'm done, innit? I'm actually done, bruv. I'm finished. We're supposed to be reviewing the episode. The episode, I thought the episode's bang, bruv.
Do you guys? I find it quite interesting how, the budget on this episode. It was like, oh, we're just giving you the story throughout the season, but the last 2 episodes when stuff happens,
They turned up.
put the rest of the money in it.
Bruv, the thing is, it's mad because we ain't even spoke about the mind guy and his daughter, bruv.
Woo.
That whole dynamic was mad, bruv.
Crazy.
And do you know what? Yeah, we'd mentioned the dynamic of like these lot having kids before, but it's just like they've all just got kids all over the place, and the kids are just like, yeah, bruv. There's like every child-parent relationship is dysfunctional, bruv.
Yeah.
And this brother's one is obviously the worst. He ends up murdering his own daughter, bruv. Like, but I feel like that whole scene, like, they're starting off the episode with her coming down and doing a whole assassin thing, bruv. Like,
she was sick.
Bruv, that thing was fire, bruv.
Sick, fam.
And then them having a mental conversation halfway through, them man trying to finish her again, then her waking up, snapping out. Then the last conversation they have when it's like they're having a talk about what's going on. He's basically trying to recruit her. She's saying no, but then that didn't even happen, or that must have happened.
He's like, all right, cool.
While he was murdering her, basically.
Yeah. Like he sees where she was going. He's like, all right, you're right then.
Now,
Yeah,
pre
fam.
this, imagine that's not his first child he's murked.
I was about
Bruv,
to say
he's
that
probably
as well.
got bears.
I was about to say
Because
that as well.
the conversation was like, oh, because they didn't want to bring Topian didn't want to bring her into the mission, and his wife was like, no, we need her. She's just as strong as the dad. So imagine throughout the whole years, he's like having bare youths. But if you're not on my side, that means at some point you're gonna get stronger than me, and you gotta murk me.
On an ego thing, bro.
Yeah.
On an ego thing, bro.
Murk,
Bro.
bruv, like this is the opportunities that are being missed.
Man's not even gonna find out.
on characters, bro.
There's so many questions
what I
that
mean?
man's not gonna find out, bro. What this guy here, this guy, there's just the traveller guy they picked up, bro. What happens to this youth, fam? Because he's not around in our timeline.
Never seen
Like, we never see this guy.
Only his rod is around.
Man's right. But I do like how both brothers are two of the same coin. That they basically both want power. Just different ends of it, bro. One wants control without things getting like basically like it's chaos versus order. Bro, it's mad.
I like the whole debate that was happening in the cliff, because although I do feel like the Utopian is very naive, but I also disagree with the way his brother sees him, because he was like, yo, like, I'm the guy who has to work for everything. You just say something and people follow you. Well, to me, brother, there's some people in this world that come, that's who they are.
It's natural to them, isn't it?
Exactly. It's up to you to better yourself if you want to outrank him. So you're focusing on the wrong stuff.
His eyes,
Do you know
so
what I'm saying?
off, bro.
It's so low.
It's so off.
And you're the older too.
And that. See, that's what I was gonna get at.
And to me, the easiest thing would be, yo, you're my younger, bruv. Hey, there you go. Be on my side.
Bruv,
Like, instead of you being my team, especially if you know every time he opens his mouth, people are leading towards him. Well, you should be using your bigger bro statuses to have him under your wing, and he does your bidding in some way. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and he's like, he knows how to do things. Like, he's crafting for his stuff. But just your chickens are mad, bruv. Like, you're not tapping it properly.
I wouldn't say that, because even from the beginning, like, it even kind of shows that man was always in with his dad in the room with all the investors and stuff. And he was saying, okay, I guess it goes down to power again, but he's always saying as well, if you guys don't do this, this is going to happen, so I'm guessing throughout his life, man's always been saying stuff that he believes is right, and everyone's on the opposite side of him. So the matter, I guess it's just how he presents himself.
No,
Like the
bro,
way he walks
no,
into a
because
room and be
one-
like, I don't know how you...
And this is
kind
why
of
this
feel
show
whatever.
is so good when we're tackling, dealing with the younger heroes. you're dealing with people. Now, if people are not catered to, you gotta think about where you are mentally, right? And if people are not on the same level, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are if they don't grasp the idea. Do you get what I'm getting? It's like you being the teacher. You're the sickest teacher in the world.
Yeah.
But if you can't cater to me as a student,
You're failing, bro.
then you're failing, and that's where he's failing.
Not necessarily, though.
I-
Not necessarily, because one, it is down to personality. Like, we've seen him throughout this whole show, and we've been calling man a scumbag from day. So would you follow someone like that? Imagine if he was right or wrong. Would you follow someone like that? That goes down to that. And then it's like, even in the real world, we had someone like Einstein where, I don't know his man's personality, but man was doing something, no one would follow him, but man was also right. And then again,
Every mastermind's like that. Look
There
at
you
Van
go.
Gogh. Van Gogh, his circle, there was like, yo, your brush, your paintbrushes are different from our cycle.
there you go.
Like you're finished out here.
Same thing with Kanye and Jay-Z. Jay-Z will go into one room, man has a certain aura, everyone's like, I can mess with that man. Kanye walks into the
Because
same room.
he taps into the right stuff.
Kanye walks into the same room.
Kanye's got a creative mind.
That's my point, bro.
Bro.
So there's sometimes it is put down to personality, the way your characters, all that kind of stuff. So
You're taking it too far because this brother's a mutt. Firstly, and the base level of it is if you're an older brother and you're jealous of your younger brother, you're a dickhead. That's just real life. No, but see, but Sam, but you see where that line happens, Sam. Everything after you're talking about can't happen, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, so like Kanye and Jay-Z both walk into a room, yeah. But I wouldn't think that either of them have a debilitating thing like being jealous of a younger brother.
Okay.
This is what cripples his whole character, bro. Because he doesn't even have a proper understanding of himself, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, as an older brother, you've got a charismatic younger brother, yeah? You may not be charismatic, but there's other things about you that he doesn't have, bruv. That builds a unit, bruv. This is, like, these men should be working together to do this thing, but this guy is fueled by jealousy, thinking that he's not good enough, bruv. And that's why when he walks into the room, man are like, you're a scumbag. Because he is. No matter the room Kanye walks into, they won't be like you're a scumbag. They'll be like, you're weird. Yeah. We don't understand you. We'll stay away. That's very different than this. Than this.
I do understand that, but I'm feeling like it's past the family thing. Where like
it starts there, Sam. That's the thing.
It does start there.
Once
but I feel like he would treat brother, family, friend, whatever. You're always beneath, man. First thing he says that we should control the world. That's including family, bro.
That's because he feels like he's never had control. Because, bruv, he don't even believe in himself, bruv. Look at him, bruv. He's a mess, bruv. And this is what I'm saying. This is why you get the scumbag feeling from him, bruv. Because inside, he's scum. He's scum, bruv.
Well, you can't try to take over the world when you can't manage your first. Like, you gotta think about it. His family is his first point
of contact with people. That's why he wants to take over the world. Because he doesn't feel like he can just talk to his family and they'll listen to him. So he's like, okay, I've got to impose my... Bruv, why do you think he's got his ability is to enter people's minds and finesse them, bruv? Because, bruv, that's all he's got, bruv. Bruv, that guy is waste, bruv.
Like, it's control, like,
he's a finished
funny
character,
how on the journey to the when they were in the island... And Thing's best friend's like, yo, like, you're like, here's the thing about you, like, you're always trying to be in control. And it's funny enough, that ends up being his power. Because I'm going to take that their powers manifest of personalities.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, even one of the great things that we got in this episode was the Ethiopian's wife. What's her name? I keep saying Ethiopian wife, but I'm trying to remember her name. Like, is it Miss Sutton? She was the balance in this whole journey. The whole time she was the balance. When things weren't right, she was the original voice. Do you know what I mean? Like, even, you gotta even think about it. Them times, yeah, there is 6 of them, 5 men, 1 woman, yeah? And when she said, yo, stop, everybody stop. Fam, that's not something that would happen, like, back day. Do you know what I mean? Like, back day, like, shut up, man, you belong in the kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Like, subdue. Do you know what I mean? But she was the balance, and when she spoke, everybody was like, okay, do you know what I mean? So even now coming on to later on, bruv, Like, it just shows, like, she's talking to her husband, and it's like, yo, he's not listening. And she's trying to balance things out. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, this show is just so many things, man. But, yeah.
They don't want it.
It's actually mad. Look, ladies and gentlemen, like I've already said, man, jump in the comment section below and just weigh in on Jupiter's Legacy. Like, we may never talk about this show ever again. So the comment section is...
Go in.
Yeah, the comment section is a great place to talk about it.
Let's go.
All of you who watched it all day one and you're like, oh, why are you man still talking about this 10 weeks later? Shut your mouth. Write in the comment section below. But other than that, if you want to watch our full watch-alongs to this that actually bang, go to patreon.com/cybernerds. And I'm guessing some of you who don't like the show and then watch the watch-alongs with us, I bet you come out the other side feeling differently.
1000%.
Also, subscribe to the channel. Other than that, I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Maybe the GS.
So I missed a mistake.
And we won't see you on another Jupiter's Legacy review, but we will see you in another video.
Peace.